Aloha, I'm Kiana Cayabyab, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, mahalo to Longs Drugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Longs Drugs for all your shopping needs. The Supreme Court has cleared the way for a congressional committee to obtain former President Donald Trump's tax returns. The High Court rejected Trump's plea to prevent the Treasury Department from handing over personal and business returns. The Democrat-controlled House Ways and Means Committee first asked for the documents in 2019. The panel is investigating the Internal Revenue Service's Presidential Audit Program. Former Treasury Secretary under Trump, Steven Mnuchin, withheld the returns from Congress, arguing the request was a political ploy. In response, House Ways and Means Committee Chair Richard Neal filed a lawsuit to get the IRS to turn over the documents. The case has been winding its way through the courts for 3 years. Trump claims the panel is overstepping its authority and only wants the returns so they can be made public. The White House is extending a pause on federal student loan payments. President Joe Biden announced the extension today as his plan to cancel part of the debt remains blocked in federal court. In August, Biden unveiled a relief initiative that would forgive up to $20,000 in student debt for borrowers of federal loans. Republican opponents in 6 states filed a legal challenge that has successfully stalled the debt cancellation policy. Biden is extending a pandemic-era moratorium on loan payments while the White House fights to keep the program alive. Biden said it would be unfair to ask borrowers who are eligible for relief to resume student debt payments while the courts consider the issue. Payments will resume if the lawsuit holding up Biden's loan forgiveness plan is not resolved by June 30th. A 58-year-old man died Monday night after his pickup truck hit a streetlight pole in Ewa. The crash occurred at the intersection of Renton Road and Park Row at about 7:30. Police said the truck was traveling westbound on Renton Road when the driver veered off the roadway for reasons that are unknown at this time. The truck hit the pole, pinning the man inside. Firefighters extracted the driver and he was pronounced dead at the scene. He was not wearing a seatbelt at the time of the crash. Police said speed was not a factor in the wreck. The crash marks Oahu's 48th traffic-related fatality of the year. There were 38 fatalities at the same time last year. An investigation has been opened after a 19-year-old man had his electric bike stolen at gunpoint in the Ala Moana area early today. Police said a male suspect approached the victim in the 1300 block of Ala Moana Boulevard at about 1:20 and tried to pull the bike away. When the victim held onto the bike, the suspect pulled out a handgun and took it. No arrests had been made in the case as of this morning. Meanwhile, police are investigating an attempted robbery that occurred in Makiki early today. Police said a male suspect brandished a dangerous instrument at a 26-year-old man in the area of Wilder Avenue and Liholiho Street at about 3:50. He demanded money from the victim, but no cash was taken. The suspect fled the scene before police arrived. The Thanksgiving travel rush is back on this year after 2 holiday seasons of COVID-19 restrictions. But changing habits in America might make for a less stressful travel experience. Experts say many people will start trips early or return home later than normal because of remote work options. The busiest travel days during Thanksgiving week are usually Tuesday, Wednesday, and the Sunday after the holiday. This year, people are spreading plane flights and car trips throughout the week. The Federal Aviation Administration expects today will be the busiest travel day with about 48,000 scheduled flights. AAA predicts that 54.6 million people will travel at least 50 miles from home this week, with nearly 49 million opting to go by car. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.